Here we go. We're going to do the basic core program, and it's a way of moving, and then embedded in the core movements where we go from standing all the way to down to our knees, down to the floor, and then back up. Embedded in that whole 13 moves to get us up around, I'm going to put some real crucial moves to keep making sure that you can do not only for your leg strength, not only for your back strength, not to overdo, but you got to hit these things. So here we go. All right. So what do you need? You need a floor. You need a bar. See, this is just the end of a mop that somebody was going to throw out. And it's actually, it's not wood, it's metal. And it's perfect because it allows me to go way out here. See, the only thing about it is when I go way up here, be careful that you don't hit something. Now, the only other things that would be really nice if you had, which most people do have that are in my class, they have our balance pad. But then I've shown you this before. I got this from Duluth Trading Company. It's made of the same material as our balance pad, but as you can see, it's basically, I don't know, about 3/4 to an inch high, okay? But it's nice and wide. And it's a kneeling pad that you use for gardening, but you can use it to do one of the most crucial moves that you can do, and that is to keep your calves and your ankles in good working order. And so I'm going to start there. I'm going to step. I'm going to grab my bar, and I'm going to start with turns. So I'm going to turn. And again, when I start turning, as you have started turning, the tendency is to throw your arms. So don't throw your arms. I'm stepping on this little pad. You can step on the balance pad. That's perfectly fine. Soften up your knees. Do a regress and bring your chin out, and then you bring it in. So a pull in with the chin and a push out. Okay? A pull in, a push out. So that starts the whole chain of reaction. When you hurt, when you're walking, when you have knee issues, when you have a back issue, we make all kinds of postural adjustments to the ambulation process, okay? That means walking. And part of it is this. You're bringing your head out and you're lowering your shoulders. Can you feel bad? It hurts, da-da-da-da-da. I understand. However, that's the first thing to start addressing. Dropping our shoulders, pushing our chin in and back, okay? And then press it out and then pull it in and back. Grab the bar, and as you're standing on your little garden pad or your little balance pad, whichever you've chosen, or just the floor. If you're hurting when you're moving, just stand on the floor. If you have a good carpet, that's where you want to go. And now, instead of throwing your arms, I want you to turn your hip bones. Turn. The arms, the shoulders, the head will follow. You see how I just started turning? So I started the movement here. Pull, take a breath. Pull, take a breath. My knees are soft. You can stand on the ground. You can stand in just a garden pad. This one is one of the better ones I've found. And I got it through Duluth. I think I have 2 of them here. Duluth Trading Company. It's a very substantial little garden pad. And I'm starting with my hip. So when you're hurting, do rotations. That will start getting you up out of the hole that sometimes we get in when we don't feel good, when we're hurting in our joints, okay? And then if you just start moving the hip and letting your arms follow that, and then tucking in your chin, dropping your shoulders, and you're breathing through your nose, and your knees are soft because you are going to get turning there. Do you see the rotation that we're doing? There are days when you might spend, 3 to 5 minutes doing just rotation like this because it doesn't hurt. It feels really good to get moving. And you just remember, I am eliciting or starting the move by moving my hips. I'm turning, pulling through the hips. Tight tummy. Take a big breath through the nose, drop your shoulders. Yeah. And don't throw your arms. Your arms are following the hip motion. Okay, dokie. Now I'm going to do this another couple of times. I hope you're doing it with me because you see, every time I do this gentle turning through the hips, through the lower back, through the shoulders, through the knees, I am emitting that synovial fluid. It's kind of oil that lubricates your joints. And a lot of times we start doing stuff like without giving a chance to oil up our joints, okay? So that's why I'm doing this kind of a motion. Okay, take a breath, put your bar right here in front of you, okay? Just like that, see? And I'm gonna hip hinge. I'm gonna push my butt back, and I'm gonna drop the top of the head so that it's on that bar, okay? Now I'm going to come back up and I'm going to swing the hips forward. And now I'm going to drop my heels. I'm going to drop my heels off of that little 1-inch garden pad. Now, if you're on our regular pad, that's fine, but make sure you have a good grasp on that pole, okay? Or a chair. A chair would be good. So, and again, I'm going to encourage you to have different heights of these stepping pads. This is just the greatest thing to do if you want to help your balance, okay? So I'm dropping my heel. I got my bar right here in front of me, dropping my heel. It can be dropped off of the balance pad. That would be fine. Just be prepared because it's going to be a lot more spongy, okay? Drop my shoulders again. Push the butt back, press the heels down, soften the knees, come right into where you're going to bring that bar right to the top of your head and then come back. So there's a reason I want you to go right to the top of the head. Okay, I'm not going way down. I'm just pulling that bar right to the top of the head. I'm hanging out here with my heels dropped. Take a big breath, drop your shoulders, push the bar out. You're pushing down into the bar, you're pushing your butt back, and the top of your head needs to hit that bar when it comes right in to you're coming in toward you, okay? Pull my hair back here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna pull in, I'm gonna come back. And why am I trying to get you to touch the top of your head with this? Keep pushing your butt back, dropping your heels. Take a breath. I want the top of the head to feel the bar. Okay? Because that's going to keep your chin tucked in. If you didn't chuck your chin in and you came out here like this and you touch your forehead, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to pull that chin in and you're holding into this. You're pushing in and back. You're pushing in and back. Then you're going to bend those knees, come back up. You're going to bring that bar up. You can step onto the pad or just step onto the floor. You're going to go up over your head. You're going to open your hands really wide. And then you're going to bring that bar back behind your neck. Okay, this one I'm putting in here. Couple of you that are in class with me today, this is for you. So you're coming way down here. You're gonna come all the way up, and then you're coming back down. Okie dokie. So it's called an up and over. All right. You drop your shoulders, soften up your knees, keep your chin tucked. Remember how we were doing that? I want to keep my chin tucked. That's how I want you to do with that. Then I'm going to come up. I'm going to open those hands all the way out as far as I can on whatever you're holding. It could be a stretchy band. That would be fine too. Don't lock your arms. Yeah, don't lock them. Okay, now slowly bring it down. Hesitate right here. Really pull that chin in. And then go a little wider with your hands. Then open the arms. Don't open the arms until you get into that position. Then you're going to come back, bend the elbows, bring it right to the shoulder. Take a big deep breath. Come up to the top of the bar and then come down. Okay. Now I don't know if that pushed you a little much. It might. This is the reason that I wanted to do this move. Okay. You may not realize it, but us doing this move right here, not throwing our arms, but pulling with the hips, pulling with the hips, putting my heels down off of just a 1-inch little garden pad. It could be a book. You can get a book and put your put the balls of your feet on a book that's not very thick, you know, 1 inch. I like this because if you're barefooted, then it doesn't grind your bones right into that hard book. But that move right there got us ready for this move. Believe it or not, I'm going to come way up here. And then as I come down, I let it rest here. I keep my chin tucked, take a breath, tighten in the tummy. Then I come all the way down, okay? And then instead of locking the arms and going up and over, I'm going to ease up that shoulder, bend the elbows, come up to the top, take a big deep breath, and come down, okay? So, transverse moves, rocking and rolling, swinging, rotational moves are a great way to get your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your back, so that they're oiled. That, you know, and as we get older or have our birthdays, we're not getting older, we just keep having birthdays for some reason. It takes a while to help to marshal the troops, to get the oil in those joints coming out. And it honestly works so effectively in this swinging type motion that what we did. I just did it with a bar, that's all. Okay, now I'm ready to start into the ultimate core. Are you ready? I'm gonna step just on the ground. Anytime you want to, you can do this whole thing on the balance pad if you want more challenge. That's fine, but just be ready to put your hand on a chair, a wall, something, a counter, so that you don't lose your balance, okay? Okay, we're gonna start this. We're gonna go from this position right here, where I'm bringing my elbows in, and we already practiced getting our arms up and around. See, I'm gonna come up here. Well, I touched the light, okay? And I'm going to push the hips forward, okay? Push the hip bones forward as I take my thumbs over my head. So we've already practiced getting our elbows up. After I do that nice hyperextension, then I come back around, and then I don't whip down into a down position. I just bring my arms down and I start to come down, but I bend my knees just a little, okay? I don't really bend them. I misspoke. I soften my knees right here. Because when I'm coming down, I want to come down from the hip. I want to keep my chin tucked, just like we practiced. As I come down, I'm going to have my chair here for these next moves if I need them. So I go from here, pushing my hips out, then pulling back in, bringing down, softening my knees. I want to come down, 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 down. I have my chair here. I can put my foot on the pad or not. I can put my knee on the pad or not. And I just come down into a step back, lungy type move. And I bring myself down so that I can put my knee right on the ground. I don't have to put my knee down. So if you don't want to get in the floor, you are going to come down from here. You're going to come down and you're just going to step back. And you're going to step back in such a way that you're going to open this hip. Okay? See, it's really a nice move for the hip, the calf, all the way down. Okay? I'm going to take a big deep breath. I'm going to get the other leg on the way coming back up. Okay? Then I'm going to take this leg back here and I'm just going to stay in this position on the chair if I don't want to go to the floor. If you're going to the floor with me, you're going to come from here, right here, and you're going to bring this leg back and you're going to go right into a plank hold. So I'm right here into a plank hold, right here. And I take a breath, then I put my knees down, put my elbows down, and then I'm going to go right back into the plank. Okay, try to stay with me on this because some of us, this may be not something that we want to spend a lot of time at because it's going to push you a little bit. And you can do it on the chair if you don't want to get in the floor. So you come back, then you just bring one leg back, do a fist onto the ground, drop your shoulders. That's really important. Keep your chin tucked. I'm going to step back and step back. And I'm going to hang out here for a bit. Just going to hang out here. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Put one knee down. One knee down. Go down to the elbows. Put your forehead on your clasped hands. So you're all the way down there, all the way down there, all the way down there. Take a big deep breath. Come back up to all hands and knees. You can do this very well from the chair. Just put your hands on the chair and you're bent into this position with your feet on the ground, okay? This is where we're going to veer off and we're going to do those three very important moves for your core, for mobility. One of them we've done many times. I'm going to take one leg back as if I was going to do another plank, but I don't because I take the opposite hand and I take it out. And you can do this from the chair. Okay, this elbow is soft. Keep my chin tucked. Hold it. If you want to, you can bring your leg up. You don't have to, you can. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Bring it in. Bring it in. Okay? Before you do the other side, we're going to sit back as far as we can and come down to those elbows again. Now, for me, this knee will not let me get down like this one. This is my knee replace side. This is my hip replace side. So I just go down as far as I feel I can, right there. Okay? Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Drop your shoulders. Then you're going to come back up. You're on your hands and knees, or you have your hands here and you're here. I'm telling you, this move you can do from the chair or the floor. Okay. So before I was on this knee, and I this knee, and I raise this hand like this, and now we're just going to reverse it. Okay, drop your shoulders, take the opposite leg back, flex those toes, bring your hand off the ground. You can bring your leg up, okay, and you're going to reach. So you can tap, lift, or just hold. Tap, lift, hold. Tap, lift, just hold. Do it 3 times, come back, and come down, okay? Do this like that. All right, you're right in here, you're bringing your forehead to your hands, taking a big deep breath. And now you go down to your hips as far as you can go. If your knee doesn't go that far, then it just doesn't go that far, and that's the way it is. Okay, now you're going to do the where you sit your hip down. See, I sit my hip down on this side. I'm going to sit down on the other side in just a second. So I'm right here. I'm going to put my elbow on my little garden pad. You put it on whatever you want to. Okay. So here are my elbows right here in this pad. It could be in my balance pad if that's all I've got, or a pillow. So now we're doing a little outtakes of the ultimate core. We're going to come back up the other side in just a second. But right now, this is a position you got to get in your head. You can do this from the bed. You can put your little garden pad right there beside you, or get in the floor. I got my elbow down here. It's quite comfortable. Keep my shoulder in. Take a breath. And all I'm going to do is push into the knees. See, my knees are stacked. And I'm going to lift. So I'm pushing into the elbow. Drop your shoulder. Breath. Come up. Now tighten in. And you're going to hold right here. You can bring your hand out. You can bring it here. I like to bring my hand out, but make sure you're keeping your shoulder in. Take a breath, and we're going to hold here. Just tighten in. Hold. Tighten in. Hold. Tighten in. Hold. Breath. Don't sink. Let your hips stay right level. So this is a side hip lift. Okay? Take a breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come down. You swing those feet forward. You swing them over here. I'm going to put my little elbow on that pad. I'm telling you, this is a real little trainer's tip. If you've got different joint issues, the shoulders position on this move is quite important. Okay, so I'm going to bring my knees over here. And all you do is just get it to a sideline position like this, like you were going to lay down and go to sleep. See? So it's just like this, right here. I'm going to tighten in my tummy, drop my shoulder. Okay? Very important that you don't let your shoulder creep up. Take a breath, put your hand here. You're going to be on the knees and the elbow. But to get to that position, especially if you have joints replaced, a hip, a knee, whatever, you've had shoulder issues, get in a good position. Use your hand here to get you up. Tighten the tummy, press, and lift. So I'm right here, and I can bring my hand out just like this. I can bring one leg up or just leave it. Just hold right here. Keep the chin tucked, keep the elbow down with my shoulder in. Hold, 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 and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Take a big deep breath. Now, what I just did with you is a side lying hip lift. There's all kinds of little things that we do to make that not as effective. One is like turning and twisting your body. One is bringing your shoulder up. Another is just getting up there, but you're sinking, sinking, sinking. So do it 1 to 3 times and hold that move. Okay. Now we're going to go into, there's 3 moves I'm trying to do down here. One was the bird dog. One was the sideline hip lift. Now we're going to do a laying hip lift. You can do it from the chair. So if you're not on the floor, sit your little butt in the chair, step out, and you're going to push into the feet and lift your hips just like we're going to, but we're down here. Now, if I want to, I can either sit on my garden pad or I can put my heels into the garden pad or to your balance pads, whatever you want to do. But when you start to come down here and get in a different position, because we've gone from prone to now we're in the supination, we're in the supination position. That just means up, or face down. See how I'm coming down like this? Some of you might have a delicate back and you can't. You either do it on the chair or you go to the side and you roll down. See that? So once you've gotten down there, you're ready to drop your shoulders, take a breath, and now is where you've got to find that little space right at the lower back. And what is the space? You want to be able to actually put a little toy car, one of those old metal toy cars, or it could be plastic. You want it to be able to go under your back, the small of your back. Once you get that position, then I want you to squeeze your tummy, okay? And you're going to pull with your tummy, but don't press your back down, okay? Now, if you need to, put your fingers behind the back of your skull, your head, right at the back. Get to body position, and then you're going to crunch these muscles together. So you're trying to bring your belly button into like the rib cages. That's the motion. And you just put your fingers back here so your neck doesn't just kill. Okay, so I'm going to crunch right there, but I am not putting my back down into the ground. Many of you, when you do a crunch like this, and you were even trained this way sometimes by people, because they think they're saving your back. But in the process of doing that, you don't use the very muscles that we're wanting you to use in through the abdominals. So it's like you're trying to bring your rib cage into where the belly button is. So it's a squeeze like that. Okay, so once you've done that a couple of times, you identify where that crunching is. Just hang out here, but don't cram your back into the ground. Act like you've got a little toy car behind your back there, okay? And this actually pulls your shoulders up, so you bring your head with it. And if you don't put just 2 fingers on the back of your skull when you're doing this, you're going to get a neck. You're gonna overwork your neck. So chin tucked, breath, exhale, squeeze the rib cage to the belly button. Just squeeze it in. This is much more effective than your traditional set-ups. Okay, and I was one that did tons of sit-ups, but you learn better, right? This is one of the big 3s that Stuart McGill, he's a PhD in physical therapy, really encourages people to do for their whole life, especially if you're in sports and you want to stay active. Try to get hold of this type of a cruncher. So it's not a crunch in that you're doing a sit-up. You are contracting right through here, which is what we want to do to gain control through the abdominals. And you keep that little toy car idea of going under your back. Okay, one more. We're going to hold it right in here, hold it right in here, hold it right in here. My fingers are on the back of my skull. And then I'm going to lay down put my palms up, press into the ground with my hips, with my heels, and hold it right here. Just hold it up there. See, I'm not going to do a ton of repetitions. I am pushing into the heels and I'm lifting. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to arch. I just want to make it kind of like a plank done in reverse. And then I come down one vertebrae at a time. So this makes me really think about how I'm picking the vertebrae up. So here I'm going to go roll. So I'm going to pull in to the gluteals, lift, 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 lift. So I'm up here, I'm squeezing through the gluteals. My palms are up. Big breath. Just hang out here for a bit. If you can't do, 2 and 3 sets of 10, if that just loses you, you got to get where you can hold this in a really good position. Say, I'm pushing on my heels. I'm lifting, I'm squeezing through the gluteals, and I'm holding here. And get to where you can hold for 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and do it 3 times. That would be better than doing nothing, okay? And it's sometimes superior to doing a bunch of repetitions that you're not using the right muscles on. So we're gonna do one more time. Here we go. So I'm gonna push into the heels. I'm gonna get my little toy car. Oh, I don't know, not my toy car. I'm gonna squeeze through the gluteal and start to lift through the pelvic area, and then lift, 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 and then squeeze the gluteals. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath and just really hang out here. Really feel the back leg muscles. The gluteals really are squeezing. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Now start at the top vertebrae. Come down. Come down. Now get the middle vertebrae to come down, and then you come down and you totally release it. So that's the hip lifts and the crunch, the way that we're supposed to be doing it. Then I'm going to roll to the side, roll to the side. So I'm right here. I could do my hip lifts. I could go ahead and do another round of hip lifts here, or sideline hip lifts, I should say, but I'm not going to. I'm going to come right on around here, and I'm going to get on my hands and knees again, and I'm going to bring my hands out. I'm going to come down as far as I can, and I'm going to really stretch through the shoulders. Then I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to do that very important hyperextension right here, okay? So I'm just coming down here. I'm dropping my shoulders, taking big deep breaths. Then I come back, push the butt back, put my feet down, stretch through those toes, through the whole footbed, and I'm going to bring my butt up, drop my heels down, bring my ears beside my biceps. Take a big deep breath, big deep breath, big deep breath. Then I'm going to come into, and I'm going to do the other leg. So I'm going to go here and back. I'm sorry, here and back. Switch the legs. We did one going down. We're doing one coming up. So I stretched this one before. I'm going to stretch this one now. So this move right here, where you can just go back there. You can bring your foot down if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, so drop your shoulders. You're right here, and just open that back, open that hip. You're going to come back in and around, step forward, straighten those legs, let your head come down, and so you're really stretching through the whole foot, the whole calf, the whole soleus. Then you bend your knees, you come up, bring your hands up, take a big deep breath, and you're going to bring the thumbs right back over the head, because you want your elbows to be, you want to be able to see your elbows. So this gets you to open up all through here, okay? Take a big deep breath, push your hips back, take a big breath, pull back, and then come back out of it, okay? So what did I do? I did what's called the ultimate core. And I took 3 exercises, the big 3, well 4, because I did the hip lifts along with the sideline lifts. Now, we got plenty of time. So here's my little balance pad that all of you have who've been with me, right? I'm going to turn the chair around so that I can really work on this, because this is one of the moves that has the ability to change everything about your muscle work, your footwork, your metabolic profile. You've heard of metabolic syndrome. Okay, see this right here? See what I just did? I'm hanging my heels off the edge. This is a 2-inch high little platform. This is our little pad. And we do our balance work on it, but you forget sometimes to do one of the most important things you can do. You could do this very thing on the stairs and hang on to the stairwell, the stair guide, okay? Rail, stair rail. But you see what I'm doing? I'm barefooted, and I'm going from the balls of my feet are going to be on the edge of the pad. I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to tighten in. As I start to pull up with the heels coming up, you got to pull your gluteals in. So you're contracting your legs. This is the reason this effect of leg musculature and leg usage is one of the reasons why you've heard the phrase, your legs are the heart's second pump, because it literally makes you, the contraction of the calf muscle and the gluteal muscle. Yes, your quads are coming into play too, especially if you tighten in your gluteal, but it's this calf muscle contraction. See, I'm way up there on my toes right now. And then I release and come down. So release your butt, drop your shoulders. I'm telling you, if you could see your way through to doing 3 sets of 10 of these, I don't care. You don't have to do them all at once. Do them through the day. You can do it right off of this little 2-inch platform. Do it with shoes or without shoes. I don't care. But do it at the end of a stairwell. Now, the stairs, you're of course, your heel is going to drop more. So it's a little more advanced, but just go down as far as you can and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now release and come up, up, up. Release. Now come down, drop your shoulders, squeeze, or release now. Release, release, release. Okay, drop your shoulders, take a big breath. Here we go. Now start to squeeze the gluteal. Now start to come up on the balls of the feet. Come all the way. I hope you're doing these with me, because this move we so overlook for what it does. And if you would persist at doing this, see, I'm not doing it fast. I'm just doing it. So release, release, release. Okay, drop the shoulders. Now tighten in the tummy. Big breath. Now squeeze the gluteals. Come way up. Squeeze. Come way up. And come back down. Here we go. Drop. Squeeze the gluteals. Go way up. Drop your shoulders. Calm down. Big deep breath. 2 more. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come way up into the balls of the feet. And then come back down. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little quick motion. You can continue just doing these if those are working for you. But I'm going to work through my foot. I'm going to stay tight in the gluteal, and I'm just going to, the minute I feel my heel on the ground, I'm just going to come back. It's not like super fast, it's just continual. So when you feel your heel down, go right into the move. Come all the way up. Take a breath. Stay tight. Drop your shoulders. Breathe. Okay, 3 more. Here we go. 2, 1 more. 3. Now, if you did all those with me just like that, your calves should be talking to you right now, like really talking to you, okay? So this has to do with ankle, this has to do with calf, this has to do with gluteal. I'm trying to press upon you how absolutely important calf work is. And you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to, have any special, you can progress to doing those very things with hanging on to weights or with your vest on, your weight vest. So step inside to the balance pad, have your hand on your chair, drop your shoulders, take a breath, and now I'm just merely going to bring my leg forward. That's all. And what am I going to do? I'm going to bend this knee right here. I'm going to bend this hip, mostly the hip. The knee will follow. So don't think bend your knee first. No. Push your hip back. It will bend. It will bring you down so that you can tap your heel right there. That's what I want. Bend, tap, breath. Now, as you're coming down and back up, what this really is a one-legged press. That's what this is. You are pressing your whole body weight with your foot wide open. Don't crinkle up the toes. You're hanging this knee right up here. Press down, take breaths. See? Right there. The caution is, as you're coming down, you want this belly button, see, to be hitting the same line of your knee. Okay, what does that mean? Yeah, that means that you're not going to be wiggling your knee all out and you're not going to be twisting. Okay? Now, you should have started really feeling the contraction there. And then some people, when we're doing these and you're feeling this muscle work, I can hear you saying right now, I thought this was supposed to be mobility. Yes, it is. And this work that I'm doing on the calf, the gastrocnemius soleus foot, and the quad, and the gluteal, extremely important to your mobility. So here I am. See, I've got where I can put my hand here. I'm going to hang my knee right here. And then what am I going to do? I am going to just let my whole body down 2 inches. That's all I'm going right here. I could do this on a stair and go a lot further, but start with 2 inches, okay? And get to where you can do 2 to 3 sets of 10. I know you don't want to hear that, okay? We're doing about 1 set right now, I think. Take a breath. See, I'm just hanging this knee up here. But as I bend at the hip and I come down, I want my belly button to be able to draw a line to my kneecap. See, that's the point. Take a big breath. This is my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. See how I'm pulling the toes up? Okay, drop. I just use this to stay level, symmetry. I don't want to drop. I want to drop through the hip, okay? Right now, we will do hip lifts, but right now I'm going to do this one because I'm trying to really hit your quad now. Take a big breath right here. Take a big breath right here. Big breath. Okay, just hang with me. Just hang with me. 3 more. Just hang with me. Push the hip back. Okay, you're going to push it straight back. Okay, 1 more. Take a breath right here. Yeah. Listen, if you could really hone in on the hip lift that I'm doing, that I showed you, the crunch that we did, the calf raise, and then this move where it's a one-legged actually press is what it is. Oh my goodness, your mobility, your ability to walk, your ability to move around, go up and down stairs will just absolutely improve the ability to do that. So again, I like using this. Now, the one thing about this is it's got a protective coat on the back. You have to be very circumspect when you're using anything where you're going to step on it, okay? Because it can slide. So be ready for that. So if I come down on this, I don't push into it and off of it. I can go sidestep into a down position, it could be the floor, and then into a 2-inch little pillow or balance pad. See that? Then step up, take a big deep breath, step side. I like to use different heights of surfaces because that's the way it is when you step out your door. Not everything is all nice and smooth for you, okay? So you see what I'm doing? I'm softening at the hips, softening at the knees, keeping my feet forward, not sliding into that step. How do you not slide into a step? You lift and then you put the knee down. See, that's how you do that. You lift and then you put the knee down. Take a breath, lift, put the knee down, lift, put the knee down. See? Take a breath. So sidestepping, very, very, very good. It could be one of your little 1 to 2 minute moves. Just do some sidestepping. Okay? Big breath. Now, as we're coming into the end here, grab your pole again. Okay, I'm going to step out here so I don't hit my lamp. Step on the floor. So, go all the way wide. Soften up your joints. A little bit of a hip hinge, tight tummy. Bring that bar right here. See? Then bring it to the top of the head. See that? Keep your chin tucked. Okay? Then slip it behind the head, but don't push your head forward. So tighten in on the tummy, drop your shoulders, go all the way open. Bring that bar to the top of the shoulders now, and then go down. Yeah, you could do this with a towel. You could do this with a band, but you could do it with an old broken mop, which is what I'm doing right now. See this? So this is called an up and over. You just want to go up and you don't want to go cranking on your shoulder. I'm being careful. I'm giving you a modification here. I'm bending the elbow until I can get it down. And then I want to be mobile. I don't want to rip my shoulder out. See? Up and overs. Yeah, do 10 of those. It will get your attention. Okay, to end this whole thing, we're going to do our rotationals again. Always, rotationals are just great. And you start it with your hips, okay? Soften up your knees, drop that chin, take a big breath. And instead of throwing your arms or throwing your bar, just start the motion right here. Yeah. And see, I haven't even moved my feet. There's 2 or 3 different ways to do this, like many. But this time, I want my back, my mid to lower back, and even up to the shoulders to benefit. That's why I'm staying grounded for just a few little hip swings. I call them a hip swing. See that? Keep my tummy tight, and by throwing through the hip, my arms follow. Okay? Take big deep breaths. Now I'm going to go ahead and pivot. See that? So keep my chin tucked. Now I'm going to turn and pivot and go even more. Be very careful when you start moving your head because you can get off balance quite quickly. Pivot. See that? Pivot. So these body swings, I've done them before, various different ways. Okay. Pendulum swings. Very helpful. Very, very, very helpful for shoulders to get that synovial fluid flowing. So if you're a person that are just having some aches and pains, especially with arthritic type stuff, moving is one of the best things you can do. But then sometimes you just need some ideas of how to move carefully, thoughtfully. Anyway, I hope that helped you. It's a great day. Get outside and rock and roll a little bit. It might be fun. Stop.